It's finally here, the review of the probably one of the most anticipated movies of the year. Could they fix the mistakes from Batman vs Superman? Let's find out. Welcome everybody to another Reviews from Hell. I'm Andreas, and today finally we have Justice League. Now, after a lot of talk, and I mean a shit lot of talk about this movie, we finally get to review it. So, we left off Batman vs Superman. Superman died, spoiler alert, sorry, by Doomsday. And now we're back here, and the team is being assembled by Batman, basically, played again by Ben Affleck, and Wonder Woman's helping him out, played by, again, Gal Gadot. And I ain't really much of a spoiler. I mean, if you've seen the trailer, if you've heard anything about this movie, you know Superman is back. They all gather up and they resurrect him. That's the word I'm looking for. They resurrect Superman using some of the stones that this giant, gay-looking Viking called Steppenwolf is trying to get. Okay, I'm not going to go too much into the story. I'm going to just talk about if the movie's good or not. Now, for me, this is probably one of the best of what they've done. I mean, Zack Snyder territory. I preferred this a lot more, obviously, than Batman vs Superman, and this was much better than Wonder Woman, because I really didn't like those two movies. It had things in this movie that were really, really missing from the previous ones. They done some things really good and some things really bad. I'm going to start with the good. The good thing is, let's get the characters down. I liked Aquaman, which was really weird. I mean, he's not a character from the comic books that I really like. I can't relate. I was just like, but they changed him enough to make him look really, really cool. Jason Momoa has a lot of fun with this. You can tell he loves every scene in this movie. You got Gal Gadot again. If she looks really good and stuff. I mean, I'm not a fan of Wonder Woman again, but I think she plays it well. I have no problem with her as portraying this role at all. I think she does a good job. You have Ben Affleck. Now, Ben Affleck, this is where it starts to slip. Not bad, but it's like he really didn't care that much about this one. But again, it wasn't enough to bother me. Then you have Ezra Miller playing as the Flash. Now, this guy's really good. I like him. I think he's funny and stuff. Except for one little thing. There's parts in this movie that he is too much. He becomes from funny to stupid, like in split seconds. Sometimes he's a bit retard. I mean, he goes beyond that line of I'm just a bit clumsy and stuff. But in general, I think he's a really good choice. Jeremy Irons as Alfred, why not? Not much of a role anyway, I think about it. You have Cyborg. Cyborg played by Ray Fisher. He does as much as he can with the movie. He plays, I think his casting choice was pretty good. Didn't bother me at all, to be honest. You have Commissioner Gordon played by J.K. Simmons. Good choice again. Very, very good actor. Diane Lane as Martha. And a bunch of other people, but not really too many worth mentioning. Oh yeah, and Superman, of course. I'll get to Superman later though. Alright. So, the plot of this movie is quite generic. We were saying about the good things. The other good things, some of the visuals, some of the fight scenes in this movie were really, really good. The introduction of Superman was really good. The way the first scene of him in the movie, by the way, he appears in this movie like an hour later on. The good thing about this movie is It doesn't really seem to drag too much, and when it does, it kind of just when you think it's gonna be a bit boring, then it changes, so it kind of saves itself. Other good things about this movie, they put some humor in it, which was missing from the previous movies, and it worked. Most of them were okay. Some of them fell flat, but it wasn't too much of a problem. Now, getting the good things out of the way, let's get to the bad things. All right, first of all, Henry Cavill's moustache. Now, there's a lot of talk about this. Now, his moustache was an issue only at some points, to be honest. There were scenes where you think, fucking hell. There were scenes where I actually forgot that he didn't have a moustache and it was CGI. My only question is, why didn't they just put a fake moustache like in the Mission Impossible movie that Henry Cavill was going to play? Why not just put those prosthetic the fake, like people put wigs and they look great. I've seen other actors put fake moustaches and you couldn't tell the difference. Was it really worth a 25 million fucking CGI drop? No. Anyway, we have the other big main problem with this movie, and I've probably heard it before. It is the villain. This villain, Steppenwolf, is the biggest wanker I have ever seen in a villain movie. Probably one of the worst villains I've seen in a long time. He's the same shit. He's just a big guy with, a big hammer or axe or what he was holding, and he just wants to destroy the world. CGI character, looked like shit. He was weak. He didn't seem like a threat to anybody. And there was like points where Wonder Woman was, taking him on and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, if she's by herself and she can take you, dude, you're not really, really good, are you? Superman just came in and used him as a punching bag, man. There was just no threat, no suspense in this movie at all. There was one scene I liked with the Flash, and as he was trying to run behind Superman, given that, who was faster, Superman or the Flash, and, he's trying to outrun Superman basically, and Superman just gives him this dirty fucking look. He's like, what are you doing? He gives him that kind of look, and it was cool. I really liked that scene, and if only there was just a bit more of that inside this movie, I could justify a bit more. But in general, it's a really weak movie. For what they have, this is a weak movie. It's not bad. It's not crap or anything, don't get me wrong. But it's weak. This movie, I heard it had like a budget of 300 million. Fucking hell. 300 million. And obviously because of the directors changing, Zack Snyder and stuff, unfortunately what happened to him and his family. But shit, man, that is a lot of money for a movie. I heard it didn't do really well at the box office either, so there's that. But apart from that, there's not really much else to say, guys. It's worth a watch. I'm not sure how it's going to stand next to its enemy on the other side of Marvel, what they're going to do with Infinity War, because the trailer of Infinity War looks 10 times better than this whole movie. So, I don't know what the hell they're going to do there. But only time can tell. So guys, if I had to rate this movie, I would give it a good 6.5 out of 10. For some good jokes, some good scenes, not too long. Didn't really drag too much, and I thought it was an okay movie. Apart from that, there's nothing else to say, so that was my take, guys. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Andreas. See ya.